Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game, when it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred rite, a curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game, when it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred rite, a curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Hello. Welcome, lacrosse fans, back to Utica, New York. Game 3 of the NABLL Championship. Happening on the other floor, we have the Virginia Golden Bears and the Nashville Ignite here. We are getting things going. The Grand Rapids Grizzlies, a perennial NABLL Nationals appearance team versus the Philly Mustangs here on their second trip. Last year had a little bit of a disappointing performance. I believe they'd say that themselves. And looking to get redemption here, similar to the Lakers. Grizzlies settling into their offense, righty strong. Comes over top, an outside shot stopped by number 30 for the Mustangs, Sid Johansson. Looking to corral that loose ball and does, moving the ball up the floor to the righty side, away from the bench. Sid Johansson, one of the members of the Junior Mustangs program that's been going on for a few years now. They've been able to pull in youth lacrosse and add pieces to this team. I'm seeing here produce 3 players on this roster through their 3 years, grade 5 through 12, in partnership with True Lacrosse. Philly Mustangs stopped on their first possession there. Grizzlies going to take the ball up the floor. In the first game here, we saw teams get excited, play fast at the beginning of these games. It's their first day at Nationals, their first game. They've been thinking about these moments for weeks. Are these teams able to settle in and find their offense? Are they going to be jumpy? Helmet comes off, whistle goes. And one Matt Krzyzewski heading to the bench for the Philly Mustangs. It will be likely a slash for 2 minutes, if I'm guessing. 8:08 on. 8:08 on the clock. The penalty has not been put up on the board yet, which is the reason for this delay. Two minutes on the board. Slashing is the call. 8 minutes to go. Grizzlies with the first chance at a power play. Getting some movement going. A pick coming to the outside opens the door wide open for number 8, Magnus Salmon. I'm from the Northwest. I should be able to pronounce salmon. Mustangs carrying the ball up the floor after a good save from Johansson. Important to note here, travel is a big piece of the puzzle. Grand Rapids Grizzlies, one of the furthest traveling teams, are here with 17 players. That's 16 runners and 1 goalie. As the weekend goes on, that may make a difference. Shot clock goes off on the other end. Inadvertent horn. We'll continue play as the Mustangs carry the ball up the floor. Nearly a minute of this power play gone. Mustangs happy to settle here. 0-0 score. No reason to push while you're down. Get this penalty killed. Get your man back on the floor and get back to settled offense. A great hit, great pinch from the Grizzlies ball team. Able to take it back, giving their power play 40 seconds to work with. Adams from the point over to Salmon. Great jerseys on these Grizzlies. Can read the names very well from up here. Quick movement, touching the corner, steps right in. Puts it to the outside. Johansson with a save. Forecheck from Salmon. Able to get this ball back. Short time on the power play. Just going to settle into things as we get back to 5-on-5. You don't want to shoot wide off the boards and give that man leaving the box a free breakaway. Short time on the shot clock. Mustangs will get the ball here. Looking to get up the floor, settle into an offensive set, but you have to take care of it. A long pass and a not great opportunity. Nothing really coming up the floor. Grizzlies were there with their men back, able to cover that, make the short pass, get the ball into your offensive hand. Instead, the Grizzlies with another chance at it. 73 taking his first shot of the game. Outside shot, wants it bad, doesn't go. Mustangs pushing hard off the post, probably the best chance of the game so far. Off the guy on his off-stick side coming down, bulldogging his way through the defender, getting a shot off and giving the Mustangs a chance. Here we go. A great save from 35. Brett Fairley, a veteran of these Grizzlies, of this Grizzly team now. Sullivan carrying the ball onto the floor. Down the righty side, working it back up through Sullivan. Ball to the lefty side, tries to get over the top, back to the two-man side, cut inside, and a great defensive effort to break up that play. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Shot from behind the net will not reset the clock. You have to be in front of that goal line. You can't just huck it on net and hope that things work out. McKay carrying the ball down the floor for the Grizz. Looking to work through their offensive set. Adams there as a swingman. Over to Salmon. I have my eyes on Salmon this game in this tournament. The Grizzly offense seems to be working through him. He seems to be getting to the right area. I'm excited to watch him play and get to know who this guy is. Philly with an odd man situation. Just heart and hustle. Another one rang off the pipe through the crease, heading the Grizzlies' way. 3:30 to go in the first quarter, 0-0. Grizzlies probably with the better offense, Mustangs with the better opportunities. They are fast. They are working the ball. '81 with the ball on the lefty side, swings it over to the righties. Pick coming up. A good roll, no space created though. A good job by the Philly to drop into that space. A good save from Johansson. Grizzlies with another shot clock. Hard checks coming from either side of the floor right now. And just tosses it up to avoid the 10-second violation. 2:45. Grizzlies with another chance here. Steps in the crease. Good eyes by the officials to catch that. Mustangs pushing the issue. Transition seems to be their game. And when you have more guys on the bench, that's a great idea. Deep in the fourth quarter, especially late in this tournament, it's going to pay off. I mean, these are short games, so the 17 guys will carry you through. But you're paying the price every time. You go up and down and up and down. Eventually, it's going to add up, and this is a long tournament. If you are going to win this championship, it's 6 games, 7 if you have to go through the play-in bracket. Outside shot, catches a piece of Johansson's glove, loose ball in the middle. Some good defense to keep it from being an awkward shot. Mustangs again in transition, 2-on-1 developing here, 74 down the left side. Over to his partner, a backhand shot into the goalie's chest, a good rebound from the Mustangs to maintain possession. Will they settle here? They want to push. It was a push by Black, sending the ball white way. Really, it was the issue there was they had nearly a full set of defenders out there coming from the transition, and they just as they started to get in trouble with the ball, the defenders took off, went to the bench to get their offense on there, and their ball carrier was left with little to no help. His teammate came over to try to make something happen, but was just playing from behind and pushed them from behind. Grizzlies unable to score on that possession. Mustangs again with 40 seconds to go. Are you taking a quick shot here to limit the Grizzlies' opportunity to pull the goalie and get that last shot? Doesn't seem to be that case. 5 seconds on the shot clock. A ball just bouncing just wide. 1 second. A little too late. Grizzlies will get the ball. 20 on the shot clock. Are they going to pull for the last second? He doesn't seem to be moving quite yet. It will be 5-on-5. 10 to go. Outside shot. No, he tucks and goes under. 5 on the clock. Just looking for anything at this point. Off the glass. Tucks into the corner. 0-0. A goaltender's dream. A lot of zeros on that scoreboard. A great start to the game. Both teams, I felt like, did a great job of settling into this, playing their game. Didn't seem to be as affected by those first game jitters as we saw with the first two teams. Really excited to see how this one continues to play out. Nothing but up from here for both teams' offense. We'll see you soon.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game, when it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred rite, a curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer.
Welcome back for the second quarter. Sound off in the chat if you'd like to give us some feedback. 66 of you guys out there right now. We're waiting on the clock to start here. It is set now. Getting a bonus second. 10:01. White's early after all that. Black will get the ball. Matt Mickelrick, pardon me. He's the captain of this offense for the Mustangs. Voted player of the tournament last year. Played at UPenn. Canadian. A lot of experience in this box game. The captain on the other side of the floor, Kyle Burrell, in transition for the Mustangs. Number 41, known to be in the penalty box. Haven't seen him there yet. Short time, the Mustangs get a shot clock violation. Will get the chance on offense. Just under 9 to play. If it sounds like I have more information on the Mustangs, it's because I do. I haven't had the chance to connect with Brian from the Grizzlies, getting a little more information on their team, see how things are going with them this year. But I promise we will get the chance, and there will be some more information coming. If you have anything you want to add, put it in the chat. Coming around the outside, just missing the net. A great save from going over and back, but what's it worth when it creates a breakaway? Again, missing the net. Gotta take advantage of these opportunities. Pucks on net. Create more opportunities, create more goals. Philly taking the ball up the floor. This Mustangs team, just like the Lakers in the last game, Started as a tournament team, the Hatford Highlanders. Played a season in the IBLA as the Delco Devils before becoming their final form, the Philly Mustangs. A great glove save from Brett there. Things you love to see. Sets his feet, moves with the offensive guy coming back across, and gets a big glove on there. They come into their final form as the Philly Mustangs, as the NABL's form, and picked up some talent from the previous Philly Funk, and always having talent fed to them from the PBLA, the original PBLA, celebrating his 40th year, playing underneath the interstate in Philly. An errant pass creates an over and back. The Grizzlies will pick up the ball. Number 0, Andrew, taking his time picking that up, wanting his offense to get on the floor with him, not there to do it himself. This Grizzlies offense has some great movement, the picks, the rolls, the way they work together has just been great to see. Haven't been able to create much out of it, but they're building themselves the opportunities. Once the offensive players find their rhythm, they're gonna be able to create these. They're gonna be able to capitalize on the opportunities they're creating. A dunk attempt there denied by Johansson, and a back in giving the ball right back to the Grizzlies. 74 Lewis Allhaig, not too happy about that call, but those are the rules. A big save from Johansson. Ball moved up the floor. Grizzlies defense out and settled, waiting for their opportunity. A late change. Can Philly take advantage of those numbers? Not quite the sharpest changes out of Philly right now, giving the Grizzly offensive player the opportunity to get off the floor there. Works underneath, cuts the middle. 71, goal. First one of the game. Solomon Hess. Alone on the lefty side there as 28 clears through. He has all the space in the world to
cuts the middle,
cut to the top,
71,
cut
goal.
underneath, and no help to be found. A very smart goal. His help running away as the lefty crease guy clears to the far side. Communication is key as the low man there. You gotta talk. Offense, face-off won by the Grizzlies. Five minutes to go, halfway through the second quarter, finding our first goal of the game. Mustangs offense denying the underneath cut. A big loose ball with momentum. 2 seconds, 1 second. Delay of game. Pardon me, a shot clock violation. Mustang carrying it up the floor. Again, Grizzlies on a sharp change coming back. Three lefties on the floor again for the Mustangs. Good hands by the Team Mexico player. A lot of international flavor on this Philly team. Hong Kong, Japan, Puerto Rico, Poland, Mexico, and more, I'm told. They're guys who love lacrosse and live in one of the heartlands of it. A great stop, just, I believe, off the pad onto the pipe. No reset. There it is. A good save, controlling it with his stick, able to move the ball quickly. Philly finally beating the Grizzlies down the floor. Oh, a kicked ball nearly into Dylan Portnoy's stick. Another loose ball. Over and back, that ball was batted out of the Philly zone. Individual efforts seem to be the Mustangs' game at this point. Need to see some teamwork creating chances for each other. big leap, tucks one just wide through the crease. Grizzlies ball. 2:45 to go. Still 1-0. Grizzlies looking to change their fortunes here. Finally, the fifth guy comes out on the floor. An outside shot. Rang off the pipe, staying Grizzlies with a fresh shot clock. Ball entering in near the Grizzlies bench. A righty strong offensive set. Just couldn't handle the floater. A nice pass given an opportunity. Hard fought loose ball. Who's going to come up with it? Grizzlies do. Referees do not have anything to say on that. As the shot clock winds down, an outside shot. We got a push with no time left on the shot clock nearly. It is a push, giving the Grizzlies another chance here. You got to communicate down the stretch. Your bench should be yelling muck, letting you know that, hey, there's no time left. It's not even worth fighting for a loose ball. They're going to get a shot clock violation, which is one of the biggest wins a defense can have, and a sneaker gets by Johansson. Looks like it clipped through the 5-hole and just popped up in the air and over the line.
They're going to get a shot
Take
clock
another look
violation,
here.
which is one of the biggest wins the defense
might
can
have
have,
been
and
off
a
his
sneaker
off
gets
his left
by.
pad into the corner. I think I had just a weird angle on it. Yeah, just sneaks by him. A great goal. Number 8, Salmon, getting him on the board. Face-off violation gives the Mustangs another possession here. '85, Charlie Fratney carrying the ball in the Team Mexico helmet. Good pick, good roll, ball taken away. But we're gonna see a penalty here. 34, Liam Turley is gonna go to the box. Mustangs feel ready to go. Penalty still being adjudicated. 15 seconds on the clock. The clock is stopped to adjudicate penalties. It is a little quirk of this arena. The clock needs to be stopped for us to put penalties on the board. Outside shot saved. Clock has not run yet. A 1-1 half from the looks of it. 3 seconds to go. Ball picked up. A good battle. Both teams creating opportunities in their own ways. The Grizzlies, a more traditional offense, working together, creating opportunities for each other. You're seeing great movement, great pick and rolls, like these guys have been doing it together forever. The Mustangs more looking for those individual efforts to create their opportunities, and to be fair, I've made them. A couple off the pipe early, a good goal coming underneath midway through the second. We're excited to see what happens here. It's going to be a great game.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game, when it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred rite, a curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game, when it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred rite, a curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Welcome back from the halftime break. Some discussion on the field around that penalty timer. There was about 30 seconds of play done. Minute 29 left on the penalty. Some fans in the chat, some Grizzly fans in the chat, not too happy with that call out of the referees. I gotta admit, I had a tough time seeing what the issue was from my angle. I'm sitting right next to the camera, so it's the same as yours. We weren't 2 feet away from it. I'll have to talk to the referees and see what they saw. As we get back to action, start of the second quarter, clock is running. The Mustangs able to pick up the loose ball in the end there. Settling in, getting all 5 of their power play players out on the floor. Touch both corners. into some action, a cut through, trying to pry open the middle, close defender, staying disciplined. That looked awfully close to me. I didn't have the angle, but man, it stuck up in that corner for just a little bit. The turf coming loose there. They had ice hockey practice out here earlier today. Building, switching over quickly to these floors. Shot clock violation. Moving the Mustangs' way. Find some space on the outside. Brett able to turn that one away, killing the penalty. Even strength back to 5-on-5. Slow movement up the floor, making sure that penalty's killed. Down to under 10 on the shot clock. Cut in the middle, finds some space, dives. What an effort. Reset. Grizzlies getting another opportunity. Salmon with the ball here. Slung. Absolutely slung. An underhand shot fading away. Rising just below
Grizzlies
that goalie's outstretched stick hand.
With the ball here.
Take another look at this.
Slung.
Wow. Found a seam and stuck it there. (2-1) giving the Grizzlies their first lead of the game. Coming to the face-off, Dominic Burfey. Number 60, Noah Seatek. Pardon me if I mispronounce that, if the Seatek's parents are in this chat. Able to get the ball off, secure an offensive possession, nearly passes it off and gives it away. 7 minutes to go, 2-1 Grizzlies. Mustangs carrying the ball down. Again, not much help, not a single pick on that lefty side. Turns, cuts, makes space. Another individual effort seems to be the Mustangs' game. They are creating their opportunities, but they're just having trouble getting by the goalie, Brett, fairly. Grizzlies just getting their 5th member onto the floor. Salmon with a big rebound. Short time on the shot clock. 7. Offside shot. Picks up the loose ball and will get a reset. Finds some space and a big save out of Johansson, the junior Mustangs product. Philly with a big growing year this year. Over 40 players playing at least one game. Players driving 2 hours to practice. That's right, practice. Many teams in this league struggle to get guys together for practice who are in their hometown. These guys want it and are working hard to do better than they did last year. A great diving effort. Big save from Brett Fairley. A 2-on-1, 2-on-2. Pushes the issue, smart pulls out, gets the offensive settled, 5-on-5 on the floor. The lefty side working together there. Shot clock running down. Mustangs ball. 0 Andrew Kransberg staying out on the forecheck. Easily run by Aiden McKenna. McKenna, a rookie, plays club ball at Ohio State. Known to be fast, scores goals on transition. You know he'll be looking to create a spark for this team. Grizzlies carrying the ball to the floor. Mustangs out, shutting down any sort of transition opportunity there. turning them back to their 5-on-5 offense. Heat check there for Salmon. Outside shot on a 2-on-1 opportunity. Saved by Johansson. Ball down to number. A big goal, extending the lead,
Outside
just reaching around Johansson. Pushes the middle, pushes through contact, and beats Johansson that far side just below the glove again. And C-Tech (3-1) on the score. That is updated now. It doesn't look like it's updated on replay. That's our full feed replaying. So the score will come back when we get back to live action. A pick, an underhand pass, just too hard to handle, drops into the Grizzlies' hands. A good hit there, but the Grizzlies are able to fight through it. 19. I see what you mean about the goals on each side. We will get that fixed here in just a moment. For the time being, understand that the Grizzlies goals on your screen are the Philly goals and vice versa. Infamous creations. Mustangs working together here. Low angled shot. It was tipped, did not find its way to the net, so shot clock does not reset. Pass dropped, cutting through the middle, has the Grizzlies heading up the floor. They seem to be settling into things here, not looking to push the ball in transition. Obviously not happy with just a 2-goal lead, but happy to play 5-on-5 offense when they're given the chance. Going to net. Really a great pass there. Oh, wow. A great pass from the situation. As he's falling down, flicks the ball over to his teammate on the lefty crease. Unaware, unexpecting that's coming his way. Bobbles it, regathers, steps around. High bouncers will go, tucks it back to the near side.
Give him the chance going in net. Really a great pass there.
Number 18.
Wow.
Jax Alsberg with the goal, making it 4-1. Grizzlies, again, scores backwards on your screen. We will have that fixed going into the next quarter. I appreciate you pointing that out for us. A good 5-hole save, gathering the rebound as well, shutting down any press out of the Phillies offense, following up his shot. Happy to play 5-on-5. Settling in are the Grizzlies. 48 seconds to go, 18 on the shot clock. Philly will have nearly a full possession. Salmon with his stick, with his helmet falling off again. Get your chin strap on, buddy. Toe drag. Oh, Johansson saves the highlight. Toe drag down the middle. Salmon back with his helmet back on, chasing down the Mustangs player. Aiden McKenna, the transition player, 13 seconds to go, calling for the shot early. They had the full 13 seconds, but that backcourt violation isn't going to help them. Smart play, win the whistle. That ball is there for is their right to play. The fast whistle coming on the over and back. The Mustangs, the Grizzlies have the opportunity to go play that ball right away. That's their ball. Grabbing it, knowing that he has to win the whistle, beating his player, creating himself a breakaway opportunity. number, is that 12? Pardon me. Apologize for not being able to shout you out for your goal there. A great effort, a great goal, making it 4-1, going into the 5-1, pardon me, going into the fourth quarter here. 4 goals in 10 minutes certainly is an attainable goal for the Mustangs here, but you got to feel it's got to be tough to see where those are going to come from when you've only been able to create one goal so far on your opportunities. They need to see a couple drop early. They need to see the opportunities they're creating go in the net so that they're able to go score these goals, get some momentum back on their side, see how things are going. We were able to get the scoreboard fixed here. As we gather up for the fourth quarter of play. A face-off one, driven all the way down the floor to a great shot opportunity. And then a rebound saved by Johansson, coming out and getting a little aggressive on that pick. We love to see it out of our goaltenders. Sullivan carrying the ball for the Mustangs. .71 in the corner. Fake pass had knee biting. Finds the corner. There's the goal they were looking for early. 9:20 on the clock. Cuts the lead to 3. That's got to give you some hope as a Mustangs fan.
71 in the corner. Fake pass had knee biting. Finds the corner. There's the goal they were looking for early. 9.
Set again for the faceoff. Early from the Mustangs. Grizzlies ball. They'll want to answer here if they can. All alone on the lefty side. He likes his chances, but decides otherwise. Now he's got a partner over there. The righty side mucking it up. Space underneath. Wow, what a find. Seeing eye through 3 sticks, finds his man in the middle. Number 13, Pat McKay, putting the ball away, able to catch that incredible pass. Tucking it just over the shoulder. Number 0, Andrew Kransberg with a great assist.
Mucking it up.
That righty side, this is what I'm talking about, working together to create their opportunities.
Underneath.
The 3 right side defenders from the Mustangs, not in sync, not talking through where they should be. And that's what happens when you get together, set those picks. It creates issues that the defense has to sort out. And if they don't, you get those chances inside. Breakaway here, chased down by 34. Still able to get the shot off, but not with all the space in the world like he had hoped. We're getting a penalty on Salmon behind the play. I did not get the opportunity to see it. I believe we're getting 2 minutes for unnecessary. There's some discussion going on between the official and Salmon. Make sure we get the penalty on the board before we start the clock. Penalty did not get on the board. Mustangs getting a little bit longer of an opportunity. The time does not matter. The goal will knock the penalty off and release Salmon. 78.
Longer of an opportunity.
Looking down my list here, Caden Ulrich.
The time.
Brings it. 3-6 is what the scoreboard shows. That's right. Pardon me, I was forgetting the last goal. 3-6 is correct. Penalty still showing on the board, but that goal erases it off. A wide shot by the Grizzlies. Mustangs looking to move the ball up the field, but a great back check out of the Grizzlies. Number 60, their face-off guy, stops the opportunity moving up the floor and gives the Grizzlies another look here. 3-goal game, 5:20 to go. A great pick and roll, rises up, but just is met by Johansson. In the crease, going Mustangs' way. Seconds matter in a situation like this. Things got to get moving for the Mustangs. Cutter through the middle. Met well. Grizzlies moving up the floor. That man ran about, number 92 ran about 100 yards to cover for the 50 he needed. But that's what it takes sometimes. Up the floor with space, unable to handle it. Number 74, Lewis Allhag, able to get hands on it eventually and find someone through the middle. Denied by the goaltender, Brett. A good save smothered by Brett Farrelly. Up the floor to Sam, who's happy to sit back for a second here. 3-on-2s cannot be passed up, though. Good save from Johansson, denying the near side shoulder. Grizzlies come up with the rebound. Again, happy to settle into their 5-on-5 set, as they have been all game. A reset off that save from Johansson. No one on the lefty side of the floor. Alley dodge, U.S. box style. Things are getting rough in the corner there. Equal pressure. Number 85, Charlie Fraternity. The pickup from Greensboro, or from Morrisville, pardon me, joining this Philly offense. A great save out of Johansson. That stick side pipe around his hips has given him trouble, and he found a solution there. 2:43 to go in the game here. A 3-goal difference as another shot sails wide. We have a push from behind on the Grizzlies. Number 12, Adams. Blaine Adams heading to the box. Philly with an opportunity here. Down 3. They need one quick still. McElrick at the point. A skip pass through 3 sticks does not go. Able to be corralled by the Mustangs. Backdoor All over that is Brett Farrelly. Makes the easy pass. Cutter picked off. 2 minutes to go, 1:25 in the power play. Someone's got to pull the trigger. Brett is set. He's big. He's not going to be beaten by a low angle opportunity like that. The goaltending in this league have just gotten better and better as the years have gone on. The easy goals back in the day goals are tougher to come by than they were back in the early days of this league 5 years ago. Tucked in, off the pipe, finds just enough to squeeze through Brett as he comes across to that near side pipe. That is a 2-goal game. The clock stops under 4 minutes.
5 years ago.
That goal will wipe the penalty off the board. We're back to 5-on-5, 1:19 to go. A 2-goal game. Mustangs need something quickly. There is no overtime in this round robin set. No whistle. We are going Grizzlies' way. The Grizzlies likely will use a good portion of the shot clock, 20 seconds left in it, trying to leave the Mustangs with 50 seconds to go. Finds himself in a bad spot, makes a bad pass, looking up the floor. Ball is passed away. Picked off going the other way. We have numbers. Mustangs 3-on-1. Does it himself. Oh, what a save. Tries to rise above the goalie. Brett Farrelly gets big and sticks a big paw out. Makes a save. His butt end of his stick was what you saw hit the net there. A big save out of Brett Farrelly again, keeping this game out of reach. Hand going to go up for hitting the back. It looks as though both players will make their way to the penalty box here. With 22 seconds to go. A cross check on Salmon. A roughing call on number 74 from the Mustangs, Lewis Allhag. Which way will the ball be heading here? The Mustangs appear to be pulling their goalie. They think it's their ball. 0 on on the Grizzlies is asking for a face-off. That is not what's going to happen. The ball will be heading the Grizzlies' way. They were the second penalty there, or the second penalty came from the Mustangs. Four on four with 22 seconds to go. Trying to find my schedule here for who is coming up next. As this game draws to a close, the Mustangs or Grizzlies should just run this ball out. Coming up next on this floor, we will have the Isotopes making their appearance. A goal by the Grizzlies, making it 7-4. Really big for that tiebreaker with 3 round-robin games against random opponents.
We will have the Isotopes making their appearance. A goal by the Grizzlies.
Your goal formula, which is the percentage of goals in your games that were scored by you, is the tiebreaker after head-to-head if possible. A Mustangs player mouthing off to the official will find his way to the gate. Murdoch just a little early. But that extra goal will help you in the long run. Coming up on this floor next, we have the Inver Grove Isotopes taking on the Boston Nor'easters. Both of them taking their first game in the tournament. On the other floor, the Spirits will take on the Lakers. The Spirits with a heavy-handed win over the Paper City Oaks earlier. The Lakers on this floor, we saw them take on the Oak City Owls. And a little rough in the end there. Guys apologizing. .2 to go. Grizzlies don't seem satisfied as they're drawing up a play here and pulling their goalie, trying to make it 8-4, moving their goal formula to 2/3 if they're able to capitalize here. Excited to see the Isotopes and the Nor'easters play soon. The Isotopes making their first appearance at Nationals, defeating the defending champ Minneapolis Wheat Kings. It will be a great matchup. Fun one here on this floor. Both offenses really found their rhythm as the game went on. Early goaltending success. 7-4 Grizzlies, your final. Thank you for joining us.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game, when it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred rite, a curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game, when it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred